Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am joined by Fabian.
What's up?
Now, Fabian, you got in the top 64 with a pretty interesting deck that I am kind of hyped about, and a lot of people are. You played SKYSTRIKER.
Yeah, I'm really happy that I played the deck. Like it's a lot of fun for you, not for your opponent, obviously. But yeah, it's a crazy deck.
All right, cool. Yeah, anything you want to say before we go in, or you just want to show the spice and talk after?
Um. I'll do the shoutouts after. And I'll show the spice in deck profile. I guess. Yeah, let's.
All
I
right.
know how much people love long deck profiles. Let's just start, I guess.
All right, cool. So you play a one engage.
Maybe. I'll start off with the monsters.
Yeah.
So I obviously play the playset of Vey because like you need this card. Well, the next card Rose is nice, but you want to see this, of course. I'm not gonna explain anything about this. This is just normal standard stuff. Um, then you have a playset of Nip. Most people don't make deck this card, but in Striker you obviously want to play a lot of hand traps, especially if you're playing blind second like I did. I'm not playing the Tikaboo bullshit version, the going first. I want to play Striker going second because that's the way it should be played in my opinion.
Okay.
So Nip, playset of Ash, pretty standard. Playset of Vader because yeah, nice card. Then for the first spice card, kinda one bank because
All right.
this card is broken, and since I'm playing blind second, it actually won me a few games, especially my first round versus Virtual World. I feel like Virtual World is the kryptonite of SKYSTRIKER, and thanks to Pank, I was able to clutch that match, so that was very nice. Then for the Phoenix Enforcer package, yeah, we call it Striker, but it's basically DPE Turbo. Like DPE is not well, everyone knows it. It's a broken card.
Yeah. It's
But that was
surprising how much synergy there is between the two engines.
yeah, like if you test a bit and you know how to play around the fact that you obviously can't have monsters in your main monster zone when you activate the Skytracker spells, it's actually amazing how good they synergize. It's crazy.
All right.
So then I would say one of the best spells in the deck, obviously not the best, but Forbidden Droplet. I'm really happy that I bought this card again because I was able to dismantle so many boards, even in testing. Like for example, last local that I played at your local, the Zoetermeer local, I just sacked Suffer because of this card. Like it's broken.
All right.
Then the one duster because people don't see it coming. Like I had a few, I think like one or two games where I in game one I opened duster and my opponent had like 2 or 3 back row and this was just 3, so that's very nice. The upstart because you want consistency. You want more race, so you play Rhoda. Terraforming for a little bit of consistency in the sense that you can search area 0, but also for this card is called Mystic 9 because it just says no, basically. It's the yeah, I don't want to call it the spell version of Imperial Order, but kind of is, I guess.
this spell version of Imperial Order. Wow.
Yeah, it just like I should actually buy the German version. I heard it basically just says 9. I
Oh,
don't know.
nice. Sounds good.
Then for the Sky Striker stuff, most of it is pretty standard. One Afterburner, I was debating where to play 1 or 2, but I was like, one of most explored. There are some decks where you can target shit, so I was like, and it's just if I need it, I can usually get to it, and it's very good, but I don't want to see too many of it in my hand.
Okay.
Shark Cannon, I only played one because I feel like in this format it's still good, of course, versus DP and all that shit. But in testing I had a lot of hands where I opened it and I was like, it doesn't really help me here. So I was like, I think just playing one is fine. Like I want to have access to it when I need it, but I don't necessarily need to play two. Then just the one Air Zero because I also play terraforming and I don't play that many Sky Striker spells, so I kind of whiff a lot, so I don't really need it. Like it's not that useful. Then of course the one Hornet drones. This is a no-brainer, of course. One of the best cards in the whole Sky Striker engine. Widow Anchor, pretty decent. then just multi-roll. I think that even if multi-roll were to be semi-limited, I would maybe even still play it at 1, because in the DPE engine, like, you don't necessarily need it more than once. So obviously I would test it, but I don't know. I'm fine with it at 1 for now. Then engage, yeah, for this event I decided to play it at 1. You can play it at 3, obviously, because yeah, it's definitely not limited
It's
to
so
1. It's a
bricky
very
at 3.
rare card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bricky at 3. Like, you don't really want to open it, so yeah, it's fine. And then I played for the traps. I only played a playset of Imperm, which is just yeah, very good card.
All right. Yeah, looks nice.
So yeah, that's it for the main deck.
Again, nothing too wacky or.
No, just a fairly decent deck in my opinion. No crazy deck cards, but also no fucking floodgates like Peekaboo.
Okay.
Yeah, my reasoning for playing Blind Sacred was just like, if you lose a die roll, Peekaboo is just well, it's not necessarily a dead card, but if you play versus a combo deck, it's kind of meh.
It's way too late. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too late. And I'm happy that I didn't play it, because I lost 8 out of my 10 die rolls. So yeah.
Okay. The game plan. Yeah.
Yeah, the game plan. Yeah, let's go to the extra deck first. So for the extra deck, I think this is very, very standard. I played 2 Hayate, 3 Kagari, 3 Shiz, 1 Kaina, 1 Zeke. The Verte should be banned in my opinion. DPE, best boy, MVP for sure. Hulk, Celine, and Access Code.
All right.
To be honest, I'm pretty sure I didn't even do this combo once in the whole tournament. I only summoned Hulk once because I needed to have only a monster in the EMC. But for the rest of the tournament, I didn't even do this once. So I think in the future I can cut these for more techie cards, like a Charmer, or I don't know, like a Phoenix or whatever, Ningirsu, all that good stuff.
I saw that the Wind Charmer is getting pretty popular to summon the opponent's Baron back.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw Herman in the final yesterday. Yeah, it was nice to watch, and especially like I lost in round 10 to the Mario Kart guy. What's his name? Pierre Luigi. He was playing Buddha, and he also summoned Win the Wind Generator, and then he tried to take my Hayate from grave, but I had used Raid to summon it, so he was not able to do that.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, yeah, side deck.
So for the side deck, I played 3 DD Crow. Yeah, I know that Raphael thinks that it was not a good call for this tournament, but I don't agree. I think it's a very good card for this tournament.
Looking at the meta, I think this card is solid.
Yeah, it's a very good card in this meta, like DPE, of course. But there's also a lot of techie things you can do. I think it's decent versus PK. It's decent-ish versus Sword Soul. It's versus Bird Up. Like, there's a lot of decks where it's not amazing against, but it's decent.
Yeah.
Then this was my main meta call card. I played Token Collector. If you look at the conversion rates and how much the deck was played, I think this was the right call. But I was kind of unlucky in the sense that I only faced one Sword Soul opponent.
Okay.
But the thing is, game 1 he opened mediocre and I just won, and game 2 I token collected him, and then he just basically lost.
It worked.
It worked. It worked when it needed to work. Then the Lightning Storms did its work. I'm happy that I played this over evenly, because the times where I needed this, I also needed my battle phase. So and I didn't really have any instances where it was like, okay, evenly would have been better here. So happy that I played this. Cosmic is just, I think it's mandatory if you play Striker, because IO is of course card, and they have the heavily Lord of Bullshit, whatever it's called right now. So
yeah,
this is nice. And then for going first, I play Shared Ride.
All right.
I know that Pack was playing Mistaken Accusation, so you can't search it all. But I feel like, for example, versus the Bird deck, I prefer Shared Ride, because if you draw enough, if they search enough, you draw enough, and you can just stop them. And if you get to search a lot, you can just
the objective is just to survive, and if you draw hand traps, you'll survive.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Yeah, looks
Yeah,
solid.
that was the deck.
Any shout-outs?
Yeah, first of all, huge shout out to my man Kevin Brandt. We call him Papi over here. Herman calls him the trader because he moved to Denmark, but he's Dutch now, so it's fine. He told me don't play the fucking bird deck because it's trash. Play SKYSTRIKER. You're good enough with SKYSTRIKER. So I was like, yeah, I'll try it out, and yeah, it worked. So I'm really happy that he told me to play another deck and play SKYSTRIKER specifically.
All right.
And for the rest, already talked about Alex. Yeah, of course, shout out to my man Björn Klooster. We tested a lot. He's a very good friend of mine. He almost topped the Dutch regional, but he couldn't make it, unfortunately, so that was sad. But otherwise, he would have definitely topped. So yeah, I think that's it.
All right, cool. So yeah, shout out to all the friends and the homies, and yeah, thank you for the deck profile, and sure we'll see more of you in the future. Bye.
Yeah, I hope so.